Thank you and welcome to attending today's orientation session. If you have questions along the way, please feel free to type them in or raise your hand. We will try to pause between sections to answer any questions along the way. There will be also time at the end. Megan is also joining me today, so you may hear her voice as well. Want to go ahead? Hey, Megan. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So on the screen, you can see I have a sample website. You're welcome to open your website and go along with us if you want. We also offer individual sessions if there's a specific question where you want us to share screens. We have TeamViewer that we can do that with for you. Looks like I already logged in. I'm going to start from the beginning here. So when you first signed up, you were given a web address, usually ending in .eVetSites.net. So you would go here first to log in. At the bottom left-hand corner, you're going to have a translucent white key, which you'll click, and then you'll type in your username, which is going to be administrator, and then the password. If this is your first time logging in, you'll be emailed, use that temporary password, and then you will be asked to change that password to something that you can remember. Click Submit. It'll tell you that you're successfully logged in, and then it'll take you to your website. Once you're in your website, at the top you're going to have the editing buttons: Edit Content, Edit Special, Edit Menu, Admin Home, and then this Help button will go to eVetSiteHelp.com, where there are tutorials, step-by-step instructions with pictures. It does have the old editor on some of them. We are updating that, so please be patient with us as we update the Help site. Again, you can always give us a call and we can help you if you're stuck on a particular feature. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go through what each of these buttons do, and then I'm going to go back and we're going to actually edit some pages together. If you're new to eVetSites or you're looking to freshen up your website, you first want to go to the Admin Home area. Okay, this area is where you're going to be able to edit your header content, your footer content, and your common content. Your common content is going to be this area right here with the hours. Depending upon the template that you're on, it's either going to be on the right or left of your website. Okay, so again, you reach this area by going to Admin Home. Under Administration, this is where you're going to be able to edit your site header content, your footer content, and your common content. Okay, now if you are wanting to change the whole look of your website, you're going to want to go to your template area. Click on Change Template. Now just a word of caution. As soon as you click a new template, this green button down here, it will change the look of your live website. Now if you're still building your website, that's not so much of a worry, but you do want to jot down what your current template and style is. Style is referring to the color. And this way, if you are on a template that you really like but you want to play around with the others, you at least know what you can come back to. Okay, because once you click a button down here, it will change that website automatically for you. For example, if I change it to the cherry here, I click on the green button, then I'm going to have my picture options. Okay, you can choose no images, and this one has a rotating banner already. Now just so you know, you can customize these images. This is the only part of the website that our designer will have to put those images in for you. Okay, and you can email those to support@evetsites.com. We recommend keeping it down about 6 images rotating, just so that when your clients are going to your website, it doesn't take forever for the homepage to load. So you want to pick your pictures then, and then you can pick your colors. Again, if you do not see the color combination that you want to use, you are very welcome to let us know. We can customize these colors for you. Okay, so if your clinic, uses a fluorescent pink and green, we can do that color combination for you. So you're not stuck to just what you see here. Okay, when you're looking at the templates, you want to look at the placement of the pictures, the header, the navigation. I'm going to go ahead and choose this color for right now, and then you can go back to your website to view it, and as you'll see, it's changed the whole look of your website with just a couple clicks. Now depending upon the template that you're on, sometimes the spacing up here for the header content, if you have a logo, will get off center. If you have trouble editing that, please give us a call and we'd be happy to help with that. Speaking of the header, let's go back and let's go ahead and make a couple edits to the header. Now when you first sign up for your website, it's going to populate the address and phone number, so you want to make sure that that's correct. If you have a logo, we can also put a logo in here for you as well. This is set up in a template. All templates are responsive, meaning that depending upon the mobile device that your clients are on, the website's going to collapse down. Okay, by putting this into a table, it means that the spacing is going to look good when the website collapses down. For your phone number here, you can see that it's highlighted in blue. So say your phone number is not highlighted and it's not linked. You want to go here and link it so that when your clients are on their mobile devices, all they have to do is click that phone number and it's going to call your clinic. To do that, you type in TEL and then the phone number, okay? And make sure that you're clicking OK to save your work as you go. It's going to then highlight it. If you have trouble with this, please don't hesitate to let us know. Again, make sure you're hitting the update button as you go along. Okay, this is the what you see is what you get editor, so if you needed to change or make an edit, you can just click in here and start typing away. Okay, any questions so far about editing the template or header content? If you have questions, again, you can type them in as we go along into the question screener. We'd be happy to answer along the way or afterwards. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go back to our home screen here. Now from admin home, again, you can change your common content. This is where your hours are going to be. Again, it's set up in a table so that it will collapse down. And then you have your Facebook and your social media icons. Now, say you have a Pinterest page, you want to add that. In here, you can just click next to the Facebook. Now we have a lot of icons under, if you go to Insert Edit Image, we have a lot of stock images that you can use. This is also where we kind of give our public service announcement about not saving images off of Google, not saving them off the internet. They do embed those with code, and they will try to send you letters trying to charge you for those images, and it can get messy. So any image that you put on your website, you want to make sure that's either a stock image that we've provided you, or an image or a picture that you've taken yourself or purchased and have the license to. So again, to insert any picture or image, go to Source. And from here you can go to your image bank. If you're going to upload your own pictures, you can just click Upload here. And then Add Files, choosing the files that are on your computer. And then you're going to click the Upload button. I'm going to go ahead and choose a stock image. So we have go to the image bank, eVetSites. I'm going to go to the Icons folder here. And I wanted to do a Pinterest, but if you had Angie's List, we have all these different icons. If there's an organization or somewhere that you don't see in here that you would like to link to, chances are they have a button that they'll provide, or our designer on staff can create a button or a page, a picture for you to link to. Again, there's different Facebook icons here that you can choose from, Google+. We have buttons for the different buttons for the pet library. So again, lots of options. Here's our Pinterest button. But while we're here, I just want to make sure to point out, that if you have, refill request buttons, or we can customize the colors and the text on these as well. But I do want to just make sure you know that they're available. There's a lot in here, a lot of cute options. Okay. So again, I'm going to go ahead and click my Pinterest button. Now it's going to automatically size the dimensions 100 by 100. You're welcome to change these if you want a little bit smaller. So we're going to make it 80. You want to change the first number and click somewhere in the gray space. It's going to change that second number, keeping the proportions constrained so that it doesn't distort the image. And I'll go through this again. Again, image description, Pinterest. This is where you can customize. So if someone's going to hover over an image, you can give it a title. This is also good for your SEO. You can put in here your clinic name, lots of different options. And we'll go through this again and click OK. Again, I made it small, but it's not the same size. So say you want the same size as the Facebook, you can click on the Facebook here, and this is at 50. So I can go back here, double click, change this number to 50. And now they're going to match. Now I want this to actually link to my Pinterest page. So as with this Facebook icon here, you would insert edit link and put in the URL here. You want to do the target new window since it's going to be taking them away from your website. You want it to open a new window so that your website is still open on their page as well. Make sure you click OK to save. And again, update to update your work as you're going along. Any questions about adding a button? So any button, picture, or set of words can be hyperlinked either to a page within your website or to an outside website. And I'll show you about linking to within your website in just a moment. Okay. So we have again, administration, we have the header content, the footer content, and the common content from here. Also from the admin area, if you have domain email through us, this is also where you're going to set up those email addresses and manage the email. You can also create users. So say you want someone to be able to edit pages on your website, so you have a tech that's wants to help out, but you don't want them to have access to the email. You can create a user ID for them and log in for them as well. Okay. We have forms pages, which I will go over shortly. Some of those advanced forms, you can come down here and actually click on here and see the full report of who has filled out that form. There's a couple different ways to view that, and I'll show you another way as well. Lots in this admin area. Just wanted to make sure you guys were familiar with that. All right, let's go back to our website. So again, everything on here is editable. Any page that you want to edit, say it's just words and pictures, you'll come up here to go to admin home. Now, say it's a forms page or something that has some different options. You're going to want to hit Edit Special. Edit Special is going to be any templated page, okay? Edit Content or Edit Menu up here, this is where you're going to actually choose the page type. So let's go ahead and click an Edit Menu. This is where you can add pages, delete pages, or hide pages. Hiding pages is going to allow you to edit your website, but not make every page live. So say you've just started your website and you know you're going to have more staff and you're still waiting on pictures and bios, but you want to go ahead and get the website live. You can come in here, and so say for the staff, we're not ready to make this page live yet, but you want to go ahead and go live with your website, or you want to completely revamp it, but you don't have time to do all of the editing right away. Go into Hidden Page, click Yes, Save Menu Information. See how it's now in parentheses? This means that you can see it logged in as an admin, but the public is not going to see this page. Okay. Again, we get you started off with certain pages when you're starting your website, and maybe you're, not sure about if you want to use the pet food recalls or the how-to videos, or you're just not sure, you want to look through everything. Again, you can hide any of these pages and then come back to them, or release them at different times. The only page you have to have live is your home page. Otherwise, they're going to get a login screen. Okay. Again, you can change the order of this menu. So say you want your services to go right under About Us. You just click on that and move up. Use these buttons on the right here. Okay. Now, if you want to add a top level, you can do that. You can also add sublevels, and then you can add sublevels to your sublevels. Okay, so you can go 3 out in your menu. This is where you're going to add all those pages. And every time you add a page, you're going to have a menu display name. So all these items can be changed, the names of them. The title and the description. When you do a search into the search engine, say Google, it comes up with that added title and the little paragraph description. This is where the search engines are going to pull that from. This is also good for your SEO, your search engine optimization. We do offer separate SEO orientations and appointments. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour to help you with this as well, and point out that whatever you have in the description also needs to match what's on the page of that content. There is an algorithm that goes into that, just so you're aware. Again, if you're adding pages, you want to choose your page type. Basic web page is going to be basic words and pictures. The rest down here are templated pages. We don't go through every single one of them during the orientation just because it would take way too much of your time, but chances are if there's a feature or some kind of page, something that you've seen on a website, chances are we have a version of that, and we would love to help you with that. There's slideshows that you can add in here, and like I said, the forms pages, coupon pages. I will go through the forms pages though with you and show you a couple of the different options that we have. Okay, again, any changes you make here, make sure you're clicking Save Menu Information. Any questions about adding pages, hiding pages, deleting pages, filling out any of this information here on the right? Your page slug is going to shorten your URL. This is good for marketing material. It's also good for your SEO. So it would be yourdomain.com or whatever / and then the page type. Okay. Don't see any questions or hands raised, so I'm going to continue on and close out of here. All right, so back to just editing pages. Again, this is the services page. We get you started with this. You definitely want to make sure you go through here, and if there's services that are not offered at your clinic or if there's additional services, please make sure to go through this page. You can always click Edit Content and go through here and edit these pages specific to your clinic. Again, if you have an extensive program for identification, or you want to add more information, you can always highlight these words and link them to a page. So for example, if we did have a permanent identification page, under this link list, this is every page in your website, and you could go and find that page and click on it. Okay, and then it's going to hyperlink. Again, your target here is going to be none because it's going to be within your website. We're not taking them away from your website where we would put new target. Okay. So again, this is important to go through when you get started. And go back to the home page. Again, this is words and pictures, but let me say you want to change this picture. Let's go to Edit Content. I want to change this picture, so I'm going to go ahead and just backspace to get rid of that picture. I'm going to go to Insert Edit Image here, go to my source, and here again you can upload new pictures, or you can add something from our stock images. And I'm going to go ahead and pick these cuties right here. Now 400 is a bit of a large image. I'm going to make this 250 just because of the space that I have. Again, I'm going to click in the gray space to keep the proportions constrained. And then say this is Fluffy and Spot. Okay, and then we can click OK here. Now, see how this text came down like this? We want to click on this picture and go to Advanced Images because we want to actually float this picture to the left so that the text will wrap around it. Now, we don't want the text right next to, so if I click here, again, it's not too bad, but the text is right up against the picture. Let's double click on this and go back to our Advanced menu. Again, we have a line to the left. We want to give it some margins, a little buffer between the picture and the words. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a 10 pixel border here. And then, you know what, I want to give this picture a colored border. And so I'm going to go in here, and you can either choose the color from here, or if you have the ID number of the color, you can always put that in there. And click OK, and I'm going to choose how wide I want that border, and I just want a small border. Click OK. So here you see we have our border, we have our buffer between the words and the picture, and the picture or the words are next to the picture, so we've floated that picture left. Again, you can float this picture to the right or center as well. Make sure you're saving your content as you go. Okay. Now you can see that these words in here, underlined, these are actually hyperlinked again to pages within your website. Okay. From the link list, services was picked. And then the title is our services. And then if you hover over, you can see Fluffy and Spot. Those are the names that I gave our dog and cat here. Again, this is good for your SEO. If I wanted, if these were clinic cats or clinic animals, I might include the name of the clinic in there because the search engines are going to pick up on that as they crawl your website. Again, the pet library button here can be changed from the stock images. Click Save Content here. Let's go look at a different page type. Okay, let's go to our staff here. So again, while this is words and pictures, I want to point out that it's set up in a table. Again, set up in a table so that when the website collapses down, everything is spaced correctly. Now say you have more than 2 doctors, okay? You're going to want to click somewhere within the table and do a right click. Insert a row, insert row after, okay? So I want to have a buffer row right here, okay? But then here I can have Dr. number 3, I can just type the bio here, and then again in here I can upload the images or insert an image in here. You know, if you don't have an image right now, we do have a camera shy icon that you can put in there for right now as a placeholder. Again, that's in icons, camera shy. Okay, and you can center these as well using these buttons up here. It's very similar to Word as far as, you know, the font sizes. You can change the font color, centering. There we are. Okay. If you're starting completely from scratch, like you started a new page, but you know you're just going to have pictures and words, again, table, you want to insert the table in the rows to get started with, just so that everything collapses down correctly when it's on the mobile device. Okay. Any questions about adding rows or adding a table or why we use tables? Again, I know sometimes getting in here, spacing can get off. The biggest tip here is to not copy and paste from Word. There's going to be a lot of code behind that. You definitely want to either type directly in here, or you want to paste the text into a notepad, which will strip all that code from Word and just be the text when you put it in here. Okay. All right, so that is our staff page. Again, we get you started off with different pages. The pet food recalls page is automatically updated. Okay, click on different years, but this, you don't have to do anything if you want to use this page. It's updated from VIN. How-to videos. If you have a YouTube channel, this is a great place to put videos of your own in. We do get you started with a few videos. You don't have to use these. Again, if you're going to insert a video, go to Edit Content. Say we want to add one before here that's ours. You go to Insert, Edit Video and Audio here. Now with YouTube, you can grab the embed code and just paste it in right here. Okay. If you want to, you can upload a video into here. I do recommend using probably a YouTube channel just because it's associated with Google. It is going to up your SEO. So that is a little tip there. Okay. We have the pet library. This one's already activated, but when you first start your site, you want to be able to go to Edit Special, and you can always change this as well, and you can choose which items people can search by dogs, cats, reptiles, small mammals, or horses. Okay, and make sure you save that option. And then your clients you can just refer them to the website. Now if you have your favorite articles, you're very welcome if you want to create your own little favorites list, but we ask that you link to the articles instead of copying and pasting, just because the articles are continuously updated and we want to make sure you and your clients have the most updated information. But you are welcome to link to those favorite articles if you wish. Under forms, again, everything is customizable. So we get you started with a new client, a prescription refill, change of address, request appointment. We get you started with these. You don't have to use them, and they are customizable to your clinic. So say we have a new client form. Again, you can upload PDFs of your client form where they can print it off and bring it to you. This form actually emails the information to you. If you want to customize this, we'll use the Edit Special button here. You want to make sure that the email is correct that you want it to go to. Usually when people sign up, sometimes they use their personal email, but they want the form to go to a clinic email. Then you want to change the email here, okay? You can change the response that they'll receive as soon as they fill out the form. CAPTCHA, you definitely want to use the CAPTCHA. This will reduce the amount of spam that will result, you know, from people just randomly filling out the form or any bots that are out there. Again, I said everything's customizable, okay? So if you want the name and then maybe the pet's name, you can add fields here. So say we want to add the pet's name, and I want to put it after or before the address. So I'm going to click Update here. It gives me another option here, and I'm going to write pet's name here. So again, you can change these. You can also make these required or not. If it's required, that means that your client will have to fill something out before the form will email to you. Okay. Make sure you're clicking Update as you go. Again, you can move the order of these items. You can also delete any of these items. So you can make it, specific to the needs of your clinic. You can start forms from scratch. So if you have a boarding form or boarding request form that you would like to make, again, you can just go to Edit Menu here, Create Page, and create that form. You can also alter these as well. Okay. Under More Features, again, we have the calendar here, the employment, and the photo album. Oh, it looks like there's a question that came in. Should it be a PDF form or does it matter if it's a Word doc? It doesn't, I think you can, well, now you can upload any type of document. A lot of people prefer the PDF just because then they mix and print it off, to do it. You can do the Word document as well, so I guess they could fill it out. We don't have any way to re-upload that, just so you're aware of that. Does that answer your question? Okay, all right. If you have any more questions about that, just let me know. Again, like I said, you can use this form, or you can, so if you're going to say you're going to upload a PDF, you would just go to Edit Content here, and say you want to say, click here, oops, for a PDF version. You can highlight these words, you can insert edit link. Again, it's going to take you to your files page. I don't have any PDFs or any other documents uploaded in here, but then you could just choose the file, click insert, and then it'll hyperlink to that document. You'll want to do a target new window so that it does open in a separate window for them. Okay. All right. So again, photo album is a templated page that gives you options, coupon pages. So the contact us is also super important. Again, it's going to show a map here, and with this, you want to use Edit Special. It's a templated page, and the map's going to refer to whatever address you put in here. Okay. Again, with your phone number, you can put a contact email in there as well. Make sure you're saving your work as you go. Okay. Again, this area up here, you can click on Edit Content to edit. Okay, I know sometimes that can get a little confusing. Do I use Edit Content? Do I use Edit Special? And as a general rule, I say if you click on Edit Content and you don't see what you want to edit, click on Edit Special, or vice versa. Okay. Again, it's super important for your emergencies to go ahead and enter this information in here. Again, it'll bring up the maps. Okay. Client feedback, and as well as all the other forms, you want to make sure you go to Edit Special and check the email address that it's going to. Again, you can make these required or not. You can also edit the response that they receive. Okay, and a lot of people have been asking about blogs. There's two ways to do blogs. You can do a page type so that if you have a blog through Blogger or WordPress or TypePad or Tumblr, you can put the URL in here, and then it'll embed it within your website here. Or you can do multiple pages so that you would do Edit Menu, and then say under blog you want to add 2016 as a year. Again, you can make these titles more elaborate so that'll be good for your SEO. and then say under 2016, say we're just starting now, you can add June. Or some people, decide that they want to organize these by topics. That's an option as well. Okay. And then again, you would just go to edit content and you can start typing away. And then you can add pictures and that type of thing. This way, all of the content is on your website. The search engines are crawling your website for that content. Okay. I know I've gone through this a little bit quickly. If anyone has any questions, go ahead and type them in now. We can always go back and look at any of these pages as well. If anyone has specific questions about forms, features, I'll go ahead and give you guys a couple of minutes to think about if you have any questions. Megan, if you have anything to point out.
Yeah, one thing to add is that if you're not happy with the look of your site right now, we do offer complimentary makeovers. And how that works is we copy your site into a separate site that we then work on behind the scenes. So your clients aren't seeing the changes on the live site. They're just going to continue to see what you have up, but we can work on making something new behind the scenes. So if you're interested in that, feel free to email us or call us, and we can get that started for you. And that can help you with playing around on different templates and adding new features to see what they'll look like. So again, you can just call us or email us, and we'll get that started.
Okay, so while we have some time here, I wanted to go back to the edit menu and talk a little bit more about starting your SEO. When you do get started with us, we sign you up for Google Analytics, which helps your SEO. But what really helps is when we get you started, we do put in the address here and the state. Now, where you are, I know there's neighborhoods and little towns that we're not aware of. And that you definitely want to go through here and make sure that all the surrounding areas are listed in here. Now, when I say that, putting them in the description is not good enough. So the algorithm that Google has and other search engines, they actually compare what's in your description to what the content that's on your page. Okay, so going through here, it says Davis and the surrounding areas. You want to go through here and make sure that you're adding all of the surrounding neighborhoods, anything that anybody's going to Google you to find you, a veterinarian in your area, and make sure that that's also in the description behind the scenes on this edit menu. Okay, super important. There's a lot of different opportunities for SEO, and it's becoming more and more important. Does anybody have any questions as far as changing your template or updating your website, or or scheduling an SEO appointment? I don't see any hands raised. You can either raise your hand or you can type a question in. Again, too, if you're working on your site at midnight and we're not around, we do have this help button. Okay, there are some how-to videos on the site to get you started. We also are recording this session in past sessions. And then there is the search option up here. Again, SEO services. There are lots of information on SEO. You might be new to SEO. You might have a lot of questions about, SEO and Google and how it all works. We have a lot of information on the website here. We are also happy to go through that with you separately as well. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and click on the hours here. We have the hours here in the common content, but we also have a templated page. This one's hidden. You don't have to use the page. Again, it's going to be under Edit Special that you're going to edit this. So it's going to give you options. Okay, so you can choose here. Just a special note, though, that editing it here does not edit it here in the common content. Okay. So again, that really concludes the main editing options. If anyone has any specific questions, we'd be happy to take questions now. Megan, do you have anything to add? Any tips or tricks?
I think you covered everything.
All right, well, that concludes today's session. We will hang around for questions if you have any. Again, if you would like to request a makeover, we're happy to do that. You can either let us know now, or you can email support@eVetSites.com, or give us a call here at 888-332-5316, extension 2. I want to thank you for attending today. We're here to help, so if you're editing on your own website and you get stuck, please don't get frustrated. Do give us a call, send us a quick email. We'd be very happy to help.